Here we go. All right, this is actually take 3 because I tried to do something different today. If you look around, you'll see that we are in a different place than usual. We are in the back porch, and usually I don't do it out here because there's usually someone out here chilling. And I'm not trying to impede anybody's space or anything like that. But the roommates, they got a little hyphy last night, and so they still dealing with that hangover cure. So we got a little space, but this is actually take 3 because people still keep on coming out. I had the roommate come out once, and they stay out for like 5 minutes and go back in. Like, come on, man, I started a video already. And then we have the plumbing guy because we got a leak in our bathroom that's been going on for a month. But nobody cares about any of that. You're here for something else. You're here for something bigger than that, and that's exactly why the title of the video is "Why Are You Here?" You know? No, not really. That's not why this title is. It's totally something different. But anyway, well, let's get into it. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yeah, we getting a little bit multicultural today in the mix. Yeah, don't make me show you anymore though. I ain't trying to make people feel bad. I don't want to do that. It's all peace and love here, man. Peace and love and expansion. We're lit with a fiery passion, bro. Like we're like the marshmallow man from Ghostbusters. We giant, but really we just want to get a hug, man. That's all. You just want to get a hug. So yeah, I had some DMX going on in the background as I was writing today because I don't know. It kind of was appropriate for multiple reasons. I just got finished with the gym workout. Shoulders and triceps. Get it in. But I was thinking I need something to pump out my workout playlist. So that's why I was throwing on DMX. And also his energy, the ability he had to just bring this certain power and fire to his music that I don't think anybody's really done since. Like maybe you could take it back to somebody like James Brown. But yeah, it's hard to bring that energy, but it was perfect for today because today I need to bring that energy because it was kind of like the first of like the real hills I've gone on this journey. As I enter the 4th day of this 30-day challenge, I had my first real hit of negativity last night. The same old intrusive thoughts that walk up like that weird homeless dude that thinks that you're gonna give him some money, but he's got one hand in a questionable position. So you're like, ew, dude, ew. Give me some space, man. I got some things to do today, I feel that's a good representation of what my brain was saying, because it was like, hey, what are you doing this for? Nobody's watching you. And you really aren't getting anything out of this, Maybe you feel like you're accomplishing something, but your efforts are too small, and they will never really amount to anything at all. And you're just an ant in a humongous world. And if you get too big, you're just gonna get squished anyway. You don't deserve to work with anyone higher than where you are, and you probably should be working with lower people, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's like that, and it gets even worse. You have worse thoughts, but I ain't trying to ruin anybody's day. So as I battle away my demons, I thought it was appropriate to start going into why we are here. Is to destroy those demons, is to keep on moving forward, but it's also because I think why you are here and why I am here can come through in some sort of synergy. And I also think it's probably better to talk about the more vulnerable things before I'm drawing too much attention. So then, if people are really interested, they can go back and look into those videos. And while I'm currently making future content that's a different type, it's a different level. It's less personal and more to the point, get you done. That's what we're going for anyway. Of course, eventually I'll probably do another video breaking down my story a bit, But today it is time for the journey to begin, and what led me here. I like to imagine there's like a fat pixie fairy in front of me, man. He's about 3 inches tall, and he drinks too much, man. He drinks too much. He's like constantly blazed, and he likes to attract mosquitoes. He's annoying as fuck, man. He's a real vengeful dude, but you know, you gotta have some adversity in your path if you're gonna grow, man. So anyway, to appease the fairy godfather, I gotta follow the path laid in front of me. So enough of the tomfoolery. Let's get into the sauce and add some depth, you know, get that flavor kicking. So I'm cheating by making "Why Are You Here" into "Why Am I Here," of course, but if you're still here, you're probably down for it. So I think it's best to start in the present to give you a taste of my day-to-day. Currently I'm living in the state of Colorado, and it's the first time in these short 35 years of my life that I've lived outside of North Carolina. So why Colorado? Well, an opportunity and incentive was introduced to me by a friend. So I took it as an opportunity to check out the area, took it as a slice of destiny for me to get away from the same things that kind of bogged me down for years. Because as you live like somewhere, you have experiences and you form a way of living, and the longer you stay somewhere, the harder it is to break away from your routine. And for some people, I'm sure what I was doing was pretty solid. Had a couple of jobs. I enjoyed them. One was in delivery, but my main gig was as a bartender. I enjoyed talking to people, getting to know about them, and just having a fun time every day. And the pay wasn't too bad. However, I wasn't doing too much outside of the work, despite having hopes and dreams. You know, instead of building towards them, I found it more palatable to smoke a lot of weed and absorb entertainment when I wasn't working. I would go out to music shows sometimes and hang out with friends occasionally, but it felt like I was kind of just going through the motions. Like, I was spending way too much time just wasting time. I watched so many hour-long series like Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, The Wire, and so many more, because like if it was good or called good, I didn't watch anything bad after a minute. You know, I had to make sure it was good. I would watch it, and it was a way to escape, man. It was a better life. Even looking at the darkest scenarios, it was better than kind of just sitting there, you know? So I also, along with those types of shows, I probably went through at least 100 anime series, probably more than that, to the point where I could go on my anime list and I'd be looking at the top 200. I'd be like, seen it, not that good, seen it, okay, that was okay, seen it, 2 episodes in, not really good, seen it, and I could just go down the list, just seeing way too much. And at some point, you know, the show ends and you're sitting there like, shouldn't I do something else? And then I would too often just get to like the sad answer, why? And just go on to the next one. But one of my favorite lines that I heard in an anime came through in a song. I can't remember which anime it was from, but the line goes, "Isn't life so sad when all you do is just live?" And like, for me, that hit pretty hard. Like, often on more days than not, I just be thinking, yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing. Isn't this kind of sad? Like, maybe occasionally I go on a vacation or something different, but the lack of daily movement, it's something like treading water in the middle of a lake, and you're exerting energy consistently, but you aren't really going anywhere, and then occasionally you get really tired and you just slip under, and then you manage to save yourself, but then you're back to doing the same thing again, and it repeats in a cycle. So I had a bit of money saved up, and the prospects were low in my hometown, so I had to take the plunge. So I realized I was kind of depressed there, you know. Anyone who has lived in Durham, North Carolina long enough and talked to enough people will see a certain type of energy that some people have. It's like, I kind of think of it as like a soft, depressing haze that lays as thick as the air in the incredibly humid summer seasons that we got there. So as nice as the feeling is when we get 5 months of fall to enjoy like that beautiful 70-degree, no humidity, just perfect type of weather for 5 months, beautiful. When the winter comes and then the summer haze returns, you realize that nothing has really changed. You work the same job, and the way to something better kind of feels elusive, like it's just a mirage. And there have been studies done that say the largest predictor of your overall success comes down to the area code that you live in. So your environment is the greatest predictor of your outcome. So sure, you can fight your way out of it, you can go hard, but your efforts will reap more rewards when you have more opportunities around. And I only learned this recently, like after I had already moved here, that just kind of came into my feed. But basically my goal right now is to raise my area codes in time, even if I don't necessarily enjoy the area that I'm living in. Like, it'd be nice to get to the level I want while I'm staying in Longmont, but I mean, I'm only going to be here for about 2 to 3 more months, and I know I got a lot more to climb. And so for the next step for me, it's probably going to move in further into the Denver, Boulder area, and hopefully eventually I don't have to move to a hyper go-getter area like Los Angeles, because they be wild out there, but hey, I wouldn't be too mad to go down to someplace like Miami, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, the first step for me, however, is fixing my mentality, building it up, refining my work ethic. Means like staying away from the smoking as much as I can, which is kind of crazy that I chose to move out to Colorado for that. This is like a recreational state, so it's kind of hard sometimes to avoid smoking. Like, people just be like, hey, you want to hit this? You'll be like, I got something to do today, man. I'm sorry. So you got to say that. But otherwise, we'll just be like, man, come on, man. You know where you at. You see how beautiful this is. You look over there. Do you see that? Everyone's all chill, man. Join the vibe, man. Join the vibe. You're just like, I got shit to do, man. Sorry. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to move away from things that slow my progression, because what they do is kind of just give me the excuses that I need to just relax and not go hard. So like, I'll be thinking, I can't read anything right now, man, I'm too high. I won't remember it anyway. Why don't I just find something that I can watch so I can relax and cope with my existence? Yeah, just cope with the existence. It's kind of sickening when you think about it. I mean, the world has us running around like unaware BDSM addicts, Oh, you want to enjoy your day, huh? Here, take this. It'll make you feel better. Oh, go do this job. I know it might hurt, but won't the paycheck make you feel a little bit better? Oh, it's all gone? Gone to the bills and your need for entertainment. Awesome. Get back to your grind, man. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, if you take enough of the pain, you can buy yourself some nice little painkillers. You can get even better ones. I'm talking like you can get the ones with the biggest screens. The visuals are amazing. And if you get this thing over here, it comes with a controller. And now you're in control, right? You're in control. You're gonna feel so powerful when you unlock all those trees. You're gonna get all the trees in the game, and your fictional character will feel so freaking strong. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Ha, it's a good idea. Oh, oops. Did you beat the game? Oh, and you're bored? Don't worry. You can just play another one. You can just play another one. You can just do another one, man. I mean, I can't just let my life be measured by the seasons of a game anymore, Like, it's easy to be content and fall into a loop, not even realizing when you're a hamster on the wheel. And then we laugh at the hamsters like, it'd be so lame to live in a cage. just have fun running on a wheel, while unaware that that's how most of us actually kind of live our lives. The cage is the city where we live in. The jobs are what we are required to show at in order to avoid living in an even smaller cage. The people in charge think so little of us that they keep us distracted and drugged up, so we don't take the time to question what it is we're really doing here, so we can actually have an impact, you know? We like fool ourselves into our delusional cages. Like, for example, one of my favorite movies is Goodfellas, you know? Goodfellas. Hey, I'm gonna go get the papers, you know? Tony 2 times, says everything 2 times. So in the movie, Ray Liotta, rest in peace, plays a character who grows up revering the gangsters, you know? And so eventually he works his way to being a major piece of the organization. He's doing all the things. So things happen. We're not trying to spoil anything or anything, but like the heat's getting higher. He's taking drugs to kind of cope with it, but eventually it gets too hot. And he was doing everything that he was supposed to do, and after spending his lifetime doing it, he's really got nothing at all. Nothing at all. And so we got to figure out a way to escape and really explore the world, get out of our cages, man, every day, you know? It's an everyday hustle type of thing that you got to do just to get out of the cage, and then you can find out what's next. But that's kind of where I'm at, you know? So unfortunately, money is our plot armor in this thing. We got to figure out how to make it no matter what, even if it spiritually saps us. So we got to figure out ways where we can make it where it gives us energy instead of taking away our energy. So as I move from the things that hold me back while I'm pulled towards creation, my location is key for my momentum towards my destination. You get me? So right now I work a catering gig about 4 days a week, and then I deliver newspapers 7 days a week between 1:30 and 8 a.m. Most days my routes take about 3 hours, except for Sunday morning where it takes up to 5. It gets kind of rough, but even through all that, I work less time than I did when I was in NC, and I'm making more money. But of course, at the same time, my cost of living is higher. So I got to still continue to grind and look for more opportunities. And even though it gets hard sometimes, I can have the beauty of looking to the mountains every day for just appreciating how beautiful the world can be. So that helps keep me going. And so as we continue down the memory road tomorrow, I hope you know a little better about where you are. We're going to get deeper into my backstory, try to switch it up into different things, because today we just said where I am right now. Didn't go too far deep into my past and what I struggled to go through. So we're going to get more into the struggles tomorrow. Maybe we'll take it all the way back to day one. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day, and until next time, deuces.